Well, good afternoon and welcome to Lady Rockets softball here from the Ed Myer complex. Tonight, the Lady Rockets host the Oil City Oilers, and it's a beautiful afternoon for baseball, Jim. Jim Bodemer is going to be joining us here in just 1 second. Our sponsors allowing us to be here this season: Anderson Physical Therapy, by The Barking Lot, by Interstate Pipe and Supply, by Armstrong, by Oil Creek Plastics, by Community Connect Federal Credit Union, by Dr. Timothy Brooks, by State Farm Insurance, by the Meadville Medical Center, Titusville Area Hospital, by Donovan and Bauer Auto Group, by Wagner's Gun Tech, by Hilltop Discount Grocery, by Titusville Market Square, by Big G Tire and Auto, and by Shago Real Estate. Well, Jim, a beautiful night for softball. We're here to watch the Lady Rockets and the Oil City Oilers.
I'm looking forward to this. You know, we've been waiting all winter for an opportunity to get out here and see some softball and baseball. And you've done a baseball. I haven't done the baseball with you, but this is our first softball game, and you're right, it's a great day to do it. These kids have been waiting a long time for weather like this to be able to play.
We've been waiting for a long time for weather like
yes,
this.
Absolutely. And I'm just watching the kids warm up here. Titus was out on the field warming up, about to come in. And I went over their roster. We're starting 5 freshmen. And I've been watching them throw. I think Coach has got to be pretty pleased with the youth that he has coming up. Some of these young ladies are throwing the ball real well. I haven't seen him hit yet, but I'm excited about watching. This should be a really good ball game. Both teams want to pick this one up. Coming down towards the end of the season, Luke, and you want to get some wins under your belt and build some momentum for next season as we head that direction. So I think it's going to be a big ball game for both these teams.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that momentum and these two teams here coming up in just a few moments. Quick timeout. We'll be back and start to this game scheduled for 4 o'clock. Our coverage will continue right after this timeout.
At Donovan and Bauer Auto Group, we still have a few remaining 2020 models to move, and great savings are already happening on the 21 models as well. Is your vehicle in need of a service? Stop out and see the professionals and get your vehicle looked at in our service department or collision center so we can keep your vehicle safe and ready for the road ahead. When you have the time, we invite you to find new roads and visit us on Route 8 North in Titusville or shop online at donovanandbauer.com.
Whoever said,
"It's only a dog,"
never loved a dog. Our philosophy is simple. We treat every dog as if it were our own, and believe us, we spoil our dogs. When dogs are comfortable, they're happy. The Barking Lot in Titusville is ready to make your dog happy by offering grooming services, daycare, and boarding. Call today to schedule an appointment, or better yet, stop in and discover a stranger, crazier, quirkier group of dog lovers at the Barking Lot in Titusville.
And welcome back to the Ed Myer complex for Lady Rockets softball. Again, the Lady Rockets hosting the Oil City Oilers. And Jim, we were talking about what a beautiful day it is. There's the forecast right there. Sunshine, mid to upper 70s, a little breeze too.
Well, I was just looking at the flag out in center field, as you mentioned that, Luke. When we first got here to set up, there was very little breeze. It's blowing from right to left, right field to left field, and blowing out. So it's enough breeze now that the ball gets up there, it could have an effect. Prior to about a half an hour ago, there was very, very little wind, but it could have an effect on the game now should they get one up in the air. But yeah, it's a nice cool breeze, 70 plus degrees, just perfect weather for a softball, baseball type outing. And I'm looking, like I mentioned, I'm looking forward to it. Have not seen these girls. Some of them we've watched in other sports this year. Have not seen them in softball. What I was watching in warm-up was pretty impressive athletically. I'm hoping they can put the bat on the ball and perhaps get out here with the Rockets with a nice win here this afternoon. Oil City's coming in. They're looking for a win also, of course. Their ball club is a little bit older than Titusville's. They got a lot of sophomores in their squad, and so I'm sure that Coach is looking to get those girls under motion also. As I mentioned, everybody wants to pick wins here. Just that momentum, I don't know but what they have, just a few games left in their schedule, and anything you can do now to close out the season on wins is just a positive going into the off season. So big ball game. It's going to be a lot of fun. Umpires are showing up. As Luke said, 70 degrees. Can't get any better than this, folks. Pennsylvania weather for softball. Unusual. No snow, no rain. We have sunshine, folks.
That's early yet, so just keep that in mind. We'll take a quick time out here and come back, and we'll have the start of this matchup between the Lady Rockets and the Lady Oilers. We'll be right back.
Your Armstrong services are more important than ever. There are more and more connected devices in the home these days. To get the most out of your experience, you need a network that is always getting better. You deserve superior performance, and that's what Armstrong offers every day. Whether you're working from home, enjoying your favorite content together, or simply catching up while apart, count on Armstrong to keep you connected to what matters most.
Community Connect Federal Credit Union is here for you. In a world of uncertainty, isn't it nice to know some things haven't changed? Like Community Connect's commitment to their members and community. We are here to help you save, plan, invest, grow, and sometimes move forward into new opportunities or adventures. Community Connect FCU has many options available, and becoming a member is pretty easy. Stop in, call, or visit our website at communityconnectfcu.com and click Join to get started. Community Connect Federal Credit Union, 1050 East Spring Street, Titusville.
Whether you're looking to buy or sell a house, land, farm, or commercial property in and around Titusville, Franklin, Oil City, and surrounding areas, you've come to the right place. ShagoRealEstate.com. 25 plus years of real estate sales meets state-of-the-art technology. We use 3D imaging to produce 3D virtual tours used on social media and MLS virtual tour links. And we're also a U-Haul neighborhood dealer. We're Shago Real Estate LLC. Interstate Pipe and Supply means it when we say service means business. With a knowledgeable staff, full fleet of trucks, and large product offering, we can answer your questions and fill your orders, big job or small. Covering multiple applications and industries, we're not just a plumbing location, but a one-stop shop assisting homeowners and contractors quickly and efficiently. We are locally owned and make it our #1 priority to keep our customers returning and happy. We have been a staple in the Titusville community for 40 plus years. Stop in today and let us service you. Good luck to the Titusville Rockets this year. Stream Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of Titusville Rocket Sports on Stream TV.
Well, we are set to go here at the Ed Myer Complex. Lady Rockets softball as they host the Oil City Oilers on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Jim, you mentioned both teams struggling a little bit this season, but you take those things you learned this year and apply it to next year.
Well, you really do, and that's why I kept saying they want to pick up wins. One of the things that encourages you is to walk out of here with a W. And so both ball clubs want to pick up that big win, especially for the last part of the games of the season, the last few games of the season. It just changes your attitude about the game. It gets discouraging when you're constantly working and you can't pick up those wins that come up close and just not able to pick up the win. So this year is going to be a time for these young gals from the Rockets, especially with 5 freshmen starting, that I'm sure they want to pick up the wins. Let me run through the batting orders real quick for you. For Oil City, Lizzie Hoover will be lead off. She'll be pitching. Maddie Werner will be at catching and batting second. Nessa Hanlon will be playing out in center field, batting third. Paige Royce will be playing third base, and she'll be batting fourth. Peyton Burke will be playing at, let me see, I have her down at second base, I believe it is. No, she's at third base, excuse me, and she'll be batting fifth. Mara Martini will be batting sixth. Hannah Krug out in left field will be batting seventh. Taylor Meals is in right field batting eighth, and Alicia Jackson at shortstop batting ninth. So that's the batting order for the Oil City Oilers. For the Rockets, Bree Wynn will be starting leading off for the Titusville Rockets. She'll be playing first base. Hannah Peterson will be playing short, and she'll be batting in the number 2 spot. Riley McGarvey at third base, batting in the 3 spot. Audrey Herman. Audrey will be pitching, and she'll be batting in the 4th spot. Anna Smith will be batting in the 6th spot, and Anna will be at outfield, I believe, yes. And Lindsay Signs will be out in center field, batting sixth. Mahala Campbell will be playing second base, batting seventh. Aubrey Peterson will be batting eighth, and she'll be playing left field. And Eden Gray will round out the batting order, and she'll be catching, batting ninth. So those are the starting lineups for both ball clubs as we get set to go here. And again, what a heck of a nice day, folks. If you're still in the house, take your TV and go outside and enjoy the sunshine and watch this ball game as both these ball clubs come out, hoping to pick up this big win here this afternoon. Umpires are going to be meeting with the coaches and captains and discussing all the ins and outs of playing here at the Ed Myer Complex. We'll tell you that if they want to get one out of the park, they're going to have to go 200 feet. It's 200 all the way around here at this ball field at Ed Myer Complex. And they're going to have to do it on their own right now as the wind has totally stopped. The flag is absolutely still out in center field. So anything out of here is going to have to be done on your own. No help from Mother Nature. Some of these names that you'll hear, especially for the Rockets, if you followed Rockets sports over the winter sports, you'll recognize them as ladies who've either played basketball or been on the swim team. And they'll be repeating here as they play multi-sports. And that's an interesting discussion at some point, too, that Luke and I can get into, or even with some other coaches. There's different philosophies on whether or not children should play one sport or multiple sports. My side of it has always been multi-sports, but a lot of the kids today go for this one sport, and
well, I think
just zero in on it.
We've had those discussions with other coaches, and I think college coaches look for kids who can play multiple sports and are well-rounded.
Well, I was watching a track meet the other day on television, and of course I like the hurdles. And this one hurdler ran a 12.75 or some number like that, really fast. But he's a wide receiver for the football team. I'm going to say Texas Tech, but I don't know if that's exactly the right university. Track is not his big sport. He runs track to stay in shape for football, and of course the muscle stretching and so on, the different muscles that are used for hurdling helps him, I'm sure, in football. But he's a tremendous runner. 12.7 is a pretty quick time over those hurdles, 44 inches or 42 inches high, whatever they are. And again, he's a wide receiver. So you're right, Luke. I think a lot of coaches do look for multiple athletes playing multiple sports. Waiting for all the to-dos out on home plate. The coach is talking with the umpires, and they'll be coming in with all the explanation of the different rules, what's stuff. It's pretty simple, it looks to me. A lot of space on both foul lines for the kids to chase foul balls. Not much. I don't think there can be too many ground rules that are different from any other place. This is just a really nice complex. The infield is in very good condition. So things should be going along here pretty well, pretty quick, as Titusville now will take the field, and we'll get this game underway here very shortly. Bit of a crowd showing up. We have some folks sitting in their lawn chairs out in center field, left center field, and right field. Some sitting in their cars. Come out to watch this ball game this afternoon. So if you have nothing to do, come on down to the complex and watch these young ladies here play this evening. Titusville coming out now as they'll take the field first as the home team, of course. Pitching for the Lady Rockets will be Audrey Herman, and catching is Eden Gray, as you'll watch them warm up. Again, I was watching the kids as they were warming up and fielding the ball well, throwing the ball very well. A couple of good arms out there, and a lot of young kids there on the Rocket Ball Club. So I'm anxious to see how this is going to go for Titusville. Again, my first outing here for Titusville this year, Lady Rocket softball. So I can't mention too much about individuals because I have not had the opportunity to watch him prior to today. So most of the time, having followed, got a young granddaughter playing up in another area, and having followed that, I've seen that tremendous amount of success in lady softball is in the pitching realm. Watching the NCAAs on TV right now, and seeing some of these young gals, and the pitching is very dominant, especially these girls that are throwing between 65 and 70 mile an hour with a changeup and a rising fastball. And now they're not throwing that speed here, but I would imagine some of these girls are hitting the mid-50s or better. No speed gun. Where's that gun, Luke? Did you forget that today? Yeah, he forgot the speed gun. So we won't be able to tell you how fast they're throwing, but we'll see how it goes. We're all set to go. Coming in leading off for Oil City is Lizzie Hoovler. She bats left. And we get ready to get underway. Herman pitching for Titusville. First pitch is strike one. My vision for the home plate is being blocked big time by Mr. Umpire, so I'll watch his arms. Can't tell you exactly where the pitches are. He's moving to the inside. Ball's popped up down the third baseline and not able to play it. Foul ball, 0-2. Hannah Peterson. Check that, Audrey Herman pitching for Titusville with an 0-2 count against Hoovler. Ball high. 1-2. Just underway here at the Ed Myer Complex. Outside, 2-2. Knows McGarvey down third base guarding the line, real tight to the line. 2-2 count. Out the outside, the ball is hit down the left field line. It's going to go foul. Stays at 2-2. Lizzie Hoovler is battling pretty good right now. She had a 0-2 count on her. She got it at 2-2 now. But, staying alive, not getting caught in the outside corner. Herman now at 2-2. Foul back behind us. Remains 2-2. Hoover steps back in. We're set to go. 2-2 count. Down the third baseline, and nice stop out at short, but we're not going to be able to do anything with it. But Peterson with a really good stop. Didn't allow the ball into left field, but we'll give that a single. Base hit to lead off the game for Lizzie. That'll bring up Maddie Werner, catcher. Right-handed hitter. Oh, good pitch, the outside. Runner's going down. The throw to second is not in time. Ball rolls out into deep short, picked up there. So Hoover moves to second on the steal. Maddie Werner steps back in with a 0-1 count. Runner at second. Nobody out here, top of the first. Right back at me, and I ducked. Good reflexes, Bodemer. For 108 years old, I'm doing pretty good, Luke. And Luke doesn't even care. 0-2 count.
I had a system overheat, Jim, so I couldn't turn my mic on. Sorry.
Yeah. You wouldn't have any sympathy for me anyway. Oh, good pitch. Foul ball down third. Tell you, Oil City gals aren't afraid to swing the bat.
A lot of these girls, Jim, play travel ball, and I mean that's
Yeah,
dedication
yeah.
there. That's all summer.
Yeah, we'll talk about that some. It's a good point, Luke. Pitch is low. 1-2. Yeah, that's a good point because that's a big thing. We talk about playing one sport and so on, but not only they play travel ball, some of these kids are swimming also during the summertime. They've got multiple things to do. Pitch is high, wild pitch, and that allow Hoover to get to third.
Well, you got a runner in scoring position with no outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Top of the first inning.
Pitch, strike 3. So that's a big K. That's a big out with the runner at third. 1 down for Oil City. That'll bring up Hanlon. That's a Hanlon. Center fielder for Oil City. Hoover on third. Scoring position, 1 out. Try to bunt her through. Here comes the runner home, and she will come through on the wild to pass ball. Just off the top of the glove of Titusville's catcher, Eden Gray, and that allowed Hoover to score. 1-0 Oil City.
Jim, when we got here, crew was working on the field. Boy, does it look absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it. It's in really good shape. Good pitch. Strike 2. 0-2. Yeah, it really does. And they, again, to have some nice weather. We had 4 or 5 days now of decent weather, and field get dried out really nice. And yeah, it's looking good. Herman with an 0-2 count. Just outside ball. 1-0 Oil City here at the top of the first. 1 out. Check that, 2 outs. One ball, 2 strike pitch. High, 2-2. It's amazing, Luke, you've got kids who are playing this travel thing. They're in soccer, of course, but boy, the amount of time parents spend hauling the kids around in the summertime. Oh, good pitch. Strike 3, and that will bring up out number 2. Looks like Audrey Herman's starting to settle down just a little bit here. First batter up singled off of her, but since then, has 2 Ks. A couple pass balls allowed Hoover to come around and score. Royce up. Ground ball towards second, and she'll be tossed out at second as she slips and falls coming down the line. And that'll be the third out, retiring the side. 1 run, 1 hit. No errors, nobody left. 1-0 Oil City as we go to the bottom of the first. So we're looking forward to seeing now what the Lady Rockets can put on the board here as they're down 1-0. But come back nicely. 2 strikeouts and a good play at second as Tiles was able to retire the side there. Campbell to win on that last play. So we'll watch and see what the Lady Rockets can do. As Oil City now comes out into the field, and we make the switch for the Rockets offense to defense. Lizzie Hoover will be pitching for the Oilers.
They're saying Mid-70s today, but we're at 80 right now, Jim.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice. Really nice.
You've been watching some softball. You had mentioned you have some family playing, and you were out, last Friday watching some pretty competitive ball.
Yeah.
You saw a couple grand slams.
Well, I didn't see that game.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the next day. I saw the Friday night game, which was kind of a blowout for my granddaughter's team. But, yeah, the next game, they were down 5-1 in the fifth. And young gal come up, hit a grand slam in the fifth, grand slam in the sixth to win the game. And at 12, 13-year-olds, you don't normally see that. But they got a couple of kids that can put the ball to the fence. And obviously it worked that game. So, but there again, that's that travel team summer league situation, Luke, that's already underway for a lot of these young kids. And so we'll have to see what be an interesting conversation with the coach here at Titusville as to how many of these girls are on a travel situation with summer ball. Bree Wynn will lead off for the Lady Rockets, left-handed batter, left-hand thrower. Young gal we've watched in different sports this year as she steps in. Titusville down 1-0, down at the bottom of the first here. Once again, Liz Hoovler pitching for Oil City. Werner, the winner, I believe, W-E-N-N-E-R is how I have it spelled, catcher for Oil City. Left-handed hitter is Wynn. Ball one. I think Bree, just my guess from watching her in volleyball and basketball, might be a tough out.
You could have brought that up earlier, Jim. That's been one of the fun things. We talk about it year after year, covering all the sports. You get to see these young ladies in this case.
Back to the pitcher and throw to first. And Bree is out.
You get to see them grow, and you get to kind of see, what sports they enjoy. And, honestly, they enjoy them all. But they each have their sport they enjoy more than others.
Yeah, it is. But the thing is, I mean, maybe I favor basketball, but I'm playing softball or maybe swimming or whatever, and strike on the outside corner. It's Hannah Peterson batting for Titusville right now. But the thing is, Luke, by playing multiple sports, it keeps you focused on a lot of things. Mainly keeps you out of trouble. You have things to do, pitches high, 1-1. You go from one sport to another, and the conditioning is a little bit different for each sport. So you have to do a little bit of work in each sport, but basically you're in condition most of the school year by playing 3 sports. Good pitch, 1 and 2. Hoover throws the ball well. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch to Hannah Peterson. 2 and 2. Oil City scored 1 in the first. Lead off single and a couple pass balls brought her around. Just high, popped up straight up overhead, and the third baseman can't make the catch. Kind of looked down to see whether the catcher was going to get that, and realized that wasn't going to happen. It was Burke with the attempt. Had to come in quite a little ways, halfway up the line. So it's a big foul ball. Brings Hannah Peterson back in, 2-2 count. Hoover's pitch wide, full count. Three-two count.
Jim, we know you spend a lot of time coaching basketball.
Yeah.
Did you ever coach your kids in baseball?
Little League baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Foul ball back. Good pitch. Good bat. Hannah's fighting him off. Yeah, I did a lot of Little League ball back when Eddie Myer was around, and many, many years ago. I enjoyed it. Clyde Courtwright to myself. were managing for several years together. Nice pitch. Oh, good poke out in the right center field. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Peterson rounds first, going to get the second. Going to try for three. Yes, she's coming for three. And she will win the third standing up triple. Excellent, excellent poke by the Rockets. That was Lindsay Signs. I had the wrong batter up there, I believe. No. My batting order may be messed up here.
I got to tell you, I was a little confused because John Herman, who's an assistant coach, is wearing the same colors as the umps. I thought he was a PIAA umpire.
Hit batter, Titusville. McGarvey hit on the side. She'll go to first. That will bring up Audrey Herman, the pitcher, batting in the fourth spot. Fouled down the right field line, out of play. No outs. Check that, one out for Titusville. 2 on, first and third. Peterson on third. McGarvey on first. Here's the pitch. Thrown back down to third on the going behind the runner. And no play there. 0-2 for Von Herman. McGarvey took second on that throw. Pitch down the middle, it's going into right field. It's going to be in for a hit over the right fielder's head. That'll score 1, possibly 2 for Titusville. As Herman rounds second, and she'll go into third with a triple, and a 2-run triple at that. Titusville goes up 2-1. So the bottom of the first, it's 2-1. Rockets on top. And we get a courtesy runner coming in. That'll be Strawbridge. Sydney Strawbridge will be running at third. And that'll give Herman a chance to rest, being the pitcher. Hoovler comes to the mound now. And the pitch. Good bunt. Down the pitcher up, throws to first. And the runner is safe at home. So a nice bunt. A nice play by Titusville. That was Anna Smith for the Lady Rockets laying down the bunt. And she was out 1-3, but the run scored on the play. 3-1 Titusville with 2 outs. So, chalk that one up to good coaching.
Yeah.
Good call. We have Lindsay Signs up. Inside corner, strike 1. Two outs, bottom of the first. 3-1 Titusville. Hoover. Up around the shoulders. 2 strikes, swing and a miss. Oh, 2 pitch coming up by Lizzie Hoovler. Hit down the third baseline, picked up at third, over to first, and she is safe, pulled her off the base. So it'll be an E5, and Signs will get on an air. And they're going to talk with coach wants to talk to the first base umpire about her being pulled off the bag. Getting an explanation. So Signs is on first with 2 outs. Rockets leading 3-1. Campbell up for the Lady Rockets. Batting in the 7th position, foul back to the screen. Strike 1. Mahalia Campbell, one of the 5 freshmen that start for the Rockets. Pitch is inside. Runner goes to second, and the throw is late. And Signs is in with the steal. Two balls, a strike, 2 outs. 3-1 Titusville here in the bottom of the first on a fantastic day for softball. Hoover's pitch, and it will be swing and a miss. Yeah, the board had 2 strikes. Thought that would have been the third one, but I guess I'm wrong. Now it's showing 2-2. And that is the third strike. So Campbell goes down swinging to end the inning, but Titusville comes up with 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and they leave 1 on. So the bottom of going into the top of the second, it's 3-1 Titusville.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis? Hey, do they ever ask you what you're wearing?
Yeah.
Red sweater, button-down shirt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When it comes to your rehabilitation needs, you have a say in the kind of care you want to receive. At Anderson Physical Therapy, we are committed to your long-term health and well-being. We don't treat you like a patient, we treat you like a person, discussing your injury or condition and working with you on a game plan to get you back to better health. So stay on top of your game with a friendly and knowledgeable therapist at Anderson Physical Therapy.
And welcome back to the Myer Complex as the Lady Rockets take the field, start the top of the second inning, 3-1. Titusville on top as Burke comes up to lead off for the Oilers. Audrey Herman on the mound for the Lady Rockets, and the first pitch is strike 1. A 1 pitch coming up. Swing and a miss, strike 2 on the outside corner. Would have been a called strike, I believe, but Peyton Burke batting left-handed. Herman heads to the outside, 2 wide, 1 and 2. You know, after the first batter opened up the game, Lizzie Hoovler for Oil City, Herman is Titusville's pitcher. Herman has settled down pretty nice, and it was swing and a miss, strike 3 on the outside. So Burke goes down swinging for the first out of the inning. That's always a good sign for you as a manager. Your pitcher gets out a little bit nervous to get things underway, and after a couple batters settles in. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
What amazes me, Jim, is the heat that these ladies throw, and they do it game after game.
Yeah. One of the complaints I hear from time to time, here's this pitch, 0-1 pitch is high, 1-1. One of the complaints I hear from time to time for people who run into ladies softball is some of these young ladies pitch like 15 games in a row or something,
Yeah.
Because of the motion. It's not a problem on the shoulder. And you get up into the higher levels, into the NCAAs and so on, where they're playing 4 or 5 games in a row in tournaments and stuff. Same gal pitches a lot, and nice pitch, swinging him at strike 2. And so they, you're right, they just keep throwing. The funny part of it is they don't seem to really tire too much. Eden setting outside. Oh, nice.
Oh.
Nice pitch. Strike 3. 2 outs on 2 strikeouts. Brings up the next batter. Hannah Krug for Oil City. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Hannah is a sophomore for the Lady Oilers. Oh and 1. Hit down towards second. Campbell picks up, flips over to first for the out, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. And the 1.5 is 3-1, Titusville.
Exceptional care. That is what our team of compassionate experts at Titusville Area Hospital Orthopedics will provide. Whether you're experiencing aches and pains or have suffered from significant injury, we are here for you. Board-certified orthopedic surgeon Michael Dvorkin is highly experienced in treating all orthopedic and sports medicine conditions. No matter what the treatment may be, you can trust that we'll be here for you every step of the way, helping you get back to the life you enjoy. Learn more about our exceptional orthopedic care at titusvillehospital.org.
And we're back here at the Ed Myer Complex on this fantastic day for ladies softball. As I mentioned earlier, Luke, I'm sure that the ladies are really glad to see some warm weather instead of all the wet and cold that we've had in the past month or so.
We've been to some track meets over the last month and a half, and it's been interesting.
Well, I've always felt sorry for the athletes in northwestern Pennsylvania, be it softball, baseball, or spring sports in general, compared to competing with the kids down east. We're talking now districts and so on into the state playoff system, and those kids have had so much better weather to train in, and so it affects the way these kids perform. It doesn't mean that they're not as good an athlete. It means that they haven't had the weather to work out in a lot of cases. Hit down towards second. Over to first, out 4-3. The Lady Rockets get things underway here. I better get caught up in what I'm doing here and quit my gabbing, huh? That was meals for Titusville.
I don't know what it is in general. Spring sports just seems to be a lot shorter of a season because, and I think weather plays a role in that.
It does. I believe it does also. It's Eden Gray up now, the catcher for Titusville. Yeah, I think it does too, Luke, and it doesn't seem like there's any continuity, and that makes it difficult for the kids also. Basketball, you know you're going to play. You're indoors, short of not being able to make a trip because of the weather, busing and so on. But you know that your season is going to be hit off on pretty much on schedule. These kids, it's kind of a hit and miss situation, so you don't have the continuity of competition. Pitch to strike, 1-1 here. Bottom of the second, Titusville leading 3-1. Eden Gray, catcher for the Lady Rockets. Pitch low. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out here, bottom of the second. And I think that makes a big difference with kids too. Look, the flow of the game, the continuity of the season, and so on. You get yourselves psyched up to play some games, and then the next thing you know, the game's canceled, and you're back into possibly even into the gym in order to get some kind of a workout in. Batting cage type work if it's sports, baseball or softball. But the good pitch down the side into the short, picked up at short and bobbled out there at short, and that will be Titusville getting a runner, but Gray will get on virtually an error. Jackson unable to come up with the ball. And that will bring up Green for Titusville.
There's a rip into center.
Going to roll all the way to the wall. Titusville's going to score one, and the ball's coming in the second, and Green will hold up at third with another triple. So Titusville will pick up one, and that will send Green to third. 4-1 Titusville. As we go to the top of the order.
That's what happened in the bottom of the first, Jim, with one out. Rockets picked up a number of scores and had a pretty good offensive series there.
Yes, they did. Hoover's pitch, bunt down, and they're going to have no play as Titusville will pick up the single, and that would be the Lady Rockets continue on here. McGarvey coming up for Titusville. Peterson with a good bunt.
And runners on the corners.
Hoover getting ready to pitch with Titusville runners at first and third. Bunt down the first base side. It's going to score one. Pitch and the drop ball at first. So Titusville will get a runner at first. That will be McGarvey. Safe on the air. Wynn will score. And that'll move Peterson to second. Pitch low, ball one. Titusville with runners at first and second. Pitcher Audrey Herman up for Titusville, batting fourth. Pitch inside, ball two. Five to one, Titusville here, bottom of the second. Pitch by Hoover. Down the left center field. It's going to be dropped in there all the way to the wall once again. Titusville will score two. And nope, the runner will hold up at third. So we'll just get one out of that. Double for Titusville. Herman with the double. McGarvey in the score. Check that Peterson in the score. 6-1 with one out. Again, we'll have the runner for the Lady Rockets. Strawbridge will go in as Herman will sit down. Bring up Anna Smith for the Lady Rockets. And it's over the head of Jackson. It's short. Titusville will score one, and runners will move to third. And Titusville will have runners at first and third with one out. Brings up Lindsay Signs for the Lady Rockets. 7-1 Titusville. Putting some runs on the board here this inning. Lindsay Sign swings and a miss. Strike one. Checks coach down third base to see what she's supposed to do. You notice how many teams, Luke, are using those number bands? Even in softball, they're using to call out numbers instead of the old-fashioned signs. Oh, a nice pitch. Titusville will steal second. Smith will be sent down. No throw down. No balls, two strikes. One out here at the bottom of the second. Foul back over our head.
I miss the days where you look down a third and it takes 2 minutes for the coach to go through the motions of, you know, what he's calling or she's calling.
Yeah. Yeah, it's That's part of baseball. You know, that old stealing the signs and
Yeah.
what was that controversy we had a few years ago with
The Boston?
I don't know, was it Boston?
Oh, Texas.
Texas, somebody stealing signs, yeah.
That was another Massachusetts team that was caught for cheating, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking. Adam's our camera operator. I don't want to upset him today.
Yeah, there goes your camera offline. Ball was hit foul down the right field line by Signs. Stays at 1-2. Runners at second and third for the Lady Rockets. 1 out. Good pitch. Strike 3.
Well, once again, Lady Rockets doing a lot with only 1 out. Now there's 2, but they've accomplished quite a bit here in the first 2 innings, Jim.
Yeah, they've taken advantage of some mistakes, some errors, excuse me, and able to do so. And that's one of the good things that you want to teach your kids to do is be able to take advantage as Sutley comes in to bat for the Lady Rockets, Easy Sutley. Yeah, it's one of the things you want your kids to be able to do is to take advantage of others' mistakes. And see, Sutley will be batting for Campbell. This is where I'll get, you think I'm screwed up now, when do they start throwing subs at me? So, Izzy Sutley steps in. Name we're familiar with from Hoops. Lizzie Hoovler, first pitch, down low inside, ball 1.
It feels like a long time ago since we've done basketball.
It does. I tell you what, I don't want to go back either because that means I have to go back to winter. 2 on for the Lady Rockets. 2 out in the bottom of the second, leading 7-1. Pitch is low, ball 2. Titusville in with 4 runs this inning. Hit back to the pitcher, throw to first, and that will retire the side. So Sutley grounds out, and Titusville comes up with 4 runs, 3 hits, 3 errors. Nobody left, 2 left on. End of 2, Titusville 7, Oil City 1.
Whether you're a hunter, sports shooter, or collector, you'll want to come in and check out Wagner's Gun Tech. Wagner's Gun Tech is located on State Highway 27, just outside of Titusville. Wagner's carries a great selection of quality guns, ammunition, gun safes, and more. Wagner's Gun Tech also buys, sells, and trades guns. They also offer professional gunsmithing and appraisal. Wagner's friendly, knowledgeable staff can help you find what you're looking for. Call them at 814-775-0688 or stop into Wagner's Gun Tech, open Monday through Friday 10 to 6, Saturdays 10 to 4. Attention local shoppers, Hilltop Discount Grocery is now open and ready to serve your grocery needs. Okay, it'll seem like you stepped back in time because Hilltop carries all of your essentials like milk, baked goods, fresh produce, ice, and more. Plus, you're greeted with a friendly smile and honest prices. No more long trips to the store when you can just run next door. Hilltop Discount Grocery, South Main Street in beautiful Pleasantville, Pennsylvania.
Rockets scoring 3 runs in the first inning, 4 in the second. Oilers with 1 in the first, and it's a 7-1 ball game here at top of the 3rd inning on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon.
Meals will lead things off for the Oilers here in the top of the 3rd. Pitch by Herman, strike 1. Herman looks pretty quick. Pretty quick with her ball. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Neal's not able to catch up with that one. 0-2. Top of the 3rd. Taylor Meals up, pitches outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bit of a breeze blowing again out towards from right to left, but not enough really to affect anything. Ball's poked down the right side out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
She didn't catch it? Oh. My wife brought her glove, but she's not wearing it. That ball went right to her.
Pitch by Herman. Inside. 2-2. Is she able to catch it?
I'll tell you what, she was a pretty good
You don't wanna
softball
go
player.
there?
She was a good softball player.
Oh, okay. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. Ball dropped, but we throw it down for the out at first. Meals strikes out. And that'll bring up Jackson, shortstop for the Oilers. 1 out here at top of the 3rd. 7-1, Rockets on top. Pitch is swing and a miss, strike 1. You know, it's pretty tough as an opponent when the pitcher gets in a groove. Herman's starting to get in the groove, strike 2. She's starting to get in the groove, and even in placement, she does a pretty good job of placing the ball. I've been watching Eden step out, the catcher's moving around in there, being told where to go for the pitches. She looks like she's asking Harmon to throw it to the outside, and Eden is way outside, and the ball goes inside, so forget the placement thing. That's a tough thing to do. One of the most difficult things, I believe, for the kids to do is to learn how to be able to place that ball.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's baseball or softball. How many times do you see baseball players unable to do that? Pitch is high.
I like looking out into the outfield gym and just all the parents, the cars parked out there.
Yeah, it's a good group of people out along the fence. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Jackson goes down. Okay.
The girls in this case put in a lot of time, between high school sports and travel. But the parents, grandparents, running them around.
Well, it is, and parenting today is one of those. You better be mobile because the kids are moving around a lot. Hoovler now, the pitcher's up, leading off, top of the order for Oil City. Yeah, they do a lot of traveling. Pitches outside, ball 1. Hoovler, a left-handed swinger. Yeah, they do a lot of moving around with all the summer programs that we've talked about before here tonight. Got to be committed to your children. High and tight.
We were just hoping to have our children committed. So either way, I think is fine, right?
Well, I know both you and your wife. It's probably pretty easy that they would be committed. 0-2. Hoovler, excuse me. Outside corner, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Top of the 3rd, Titusville 7, Oil City 1 here at the Myer complex. Yeah, I just got to look at them because you were mentioning people out in the outfield in their cars. Ball hit up towards short, picked up, and Hoovler beats it out. That was a tough play for the Lady Rockets to make that Peterson to make that throw and catch Hoovler. That's her 2nd hit of the game. So 1 on for Oil City, and with 2 outs. And that brings up winner. Maddie Winner from Oil City. Pitch is high. Tell you, as I watch these kids play again, not to belabor the point, but I will. There's a lot of good. There's a good future here with this Lady Rocket team. Pitches inside, ball 2. Of course, like most baseball and softball games, the name of the game is pitching and defense. You and I talk about it all the time, Luke. Fundamentals, and this team looks pretty fundamentally sound. I know their record doesn't necessarily indicate that, but they're young. Back to the pitcher. Picks it up and throws it away out in the short right field. Hoover goes around to third. Hoover's going to come on in to score, and they're going to send the runner on to third. So Werner will get on to third on the air, be an E1, and Hoover will score. And that'll bring up Hanlon on the air. (7-2) now the score. Herman's pitch is high, ball 1. And concentration, too, is an amazing part of the game. It's one of the more difficult parts, I think, of the game for these kids. Pitches inside, ball 2. Especially as a pitcher, you just made an error. Now you need to settle down. That happens, but that play's over with. You got to concentrate on this play. Pitch outside, 3-0. 3-0, 2 outs, runner at third. 1 run in already for Oil City. Hanlon steps back in. 3-0 pitch, strike 1. Looks down to the coach. 3-1 count, 2 outs, runner at third. What are we going to get here? Strike 2. Full count now. With 2 out. Runner can leave after the ball leaves the pitcher's hand, so we'll see her moving. Here's the pitch, and it's high, ball 4. Good thing the runner didn't come. So we get to walk to Hanlon. Come up. Runners at the corners for Oil City. Strike 2 as the runner goes down to second. No throw, of course. So your runners at second and third. Royce, I'm sorry. With a no ball, 2 strike count. Just working the batter. Ball's hit into the plate, it's foul ball. And this is Rachel Williams batting for Oil City. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll retire the side. So Williams goes down on 3, and but not before Oil City picks up 1 run and 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left on. So we go to the bottom of the third. Titusville leading 7-2.
For 48 years, Oil Creek Plastics has provided quality, service, and integrity to their customers and community. Their talented and committed employees strive to deliver to their clients the best products that are American-made. In that spirit, our high school athletes show commitment to their school and community, excelling at every event. In these times of uncertainty, community comes together. Oil Creek Plastics is proud to support the Titusville Rockets and continue traditions that are made in the USA.
For a unique shopping experience with great gift ideas, decor, and so much more, come check out what Titusville Market Square's nearly 100 vendors have to offer, featuring unique items from local agribusiness, craftsmen, and vendors. We also offer products from 4 regional dairies, including a full line of Titusville dairy products. We carry a complete line of Amish wedding products, local honey, and maple syrup, as well as nostalgic Dog and Suds root beer and Fiestada pizzas. Don't forget to pick up fresh Clark's Donuts, delivered daily. Titusville Market Square, the new name in one-stop shopping.
A lot of action here in the first 2.5 innings. We're in the bottom of the third. Rockets lead 7-2. Luke Rio, Jim Bodemer. Got Adam Bodemer here, Sam Rio.
Nessa Hamlin is coming into pitch for Oil City here at the bottom of the third. Titusville up 7-2 as we move along. Let's see if Titusville's going to do some subbing. We don't believe so. Audrey Peterson should be leading off for the Lady Rockets. Titusville playing quite well, and that was kind of a good inning for Herman. She had a tough go there. She had the air and settled back down, picked up the strikeout, got herself out of the inning without a whole lot going on. So one of those learning things you have to do. Peterson will come up to start things off for the Lady Rockets with Hanlon pitching for Oil City. Bottom of the third. On this wonderful day in Pennsylvania. Pitch is low, ball 1.
It's kind of like cricket. You're supposed to play it off the bounce.
Yeah. Burke playing up short at third. Swing and a miss. 1-1. One of the things I've noticed of softball is the difference between if the ball is poked out towards second, it's going to drop in there for a base hit. And Peterson's get on with a single to open up the inning. One of the things I've noticed, Luke, is the cheering that takes place in the dugout by all the girls' teams. Some of them are pretty noisy. All the way up through, probably right up through the Olympics. Pitch outside, ball 1. Eden Gray, catcher up for the Lady Rockets. Peterson on first, nobody out. Bottom of the third. Pitch inside. Ball 2.
Cheering sounds slightly different from the yelling you get at the Bodemer household.
Yeah. Well, this has encouragement in it. Some of the stuff that happens around the Bodemer household can get a bit discouraging. 0-3. And my wife steps up and tells them to back off, and I sit there and laugh. 3-0 count. Taking all the way, 3-1. Again, this is the first inning for Hanlon pitching.
I always had a problem with that 3-0 pitch because if it was right down the middle.
You were told to take?
I just wanted
You wonder why you weren't playing the next inning? Yeah. Strike 2 is Titusville's taking the second pitch. Full count. Nobody out. Runner at first. Ball's hit down third baseline, and it's going to roll. It's still fair. Rolls back in fair. Fair ball. Base hit. Burke thought it was going to stay foul, and once it was foul, if she'd have picked it up, it would have been foul, but it rolled back in fair. So Titus will get the base hit. Gray will be on first. So we have 2 on, nobody out.
I think we were all watching that thinking it was going to roll out.
Well, once it rolled out, I thought it would stay out, but apparently there's a little pitch in the field there. Talk about hometown field crews.
Yeah.
But once it was out, if Burke had picked it up, it wouldn't touch it, it would have been out. So that about Bree Wynn comes up for the Lady Rockets. She's had a good ball game today, scored 1. Pitch is high.
We used to do that in tennis. Our courts, hard to believe, would have cracks in them. We knew where they were. We played in practice, all the time on them. So
yeah, knew where the ball was going to go.
Absolutely,
makes a difference. 1-0 pitch. Bunted down. Pitcher picks it up, goes to first, and out at first. Good bunt by Bree. Good sacrifice. But the runners move up. Brings up Hannah Peterson for the Lady Rockets. 1 out, 2 on. Inside, ball 1. If you just joined us, the Lady Rockets got off to a good start. Picked up 2 in the first, 5 in the second. Here we are in the third now with runners at second and third with 1 out. Leading 7-2. Down the first baseline, good line out to the first baseman. And a good play out there by Royce. Out number 2.
Those are one of those plays you just, after the game you go home and you think, that was great.
Yeah, that was a nice play. The first baseman stayed right with it. Wasn't hit especially hard, but she still was tailing away from her. McGarvey, third base for Titusville. She's up to bat. She's had a good ball game, scored 2, got on in the air, had a hit. 1 for 1 so far there, but scored 2 runs. She's going to drive in 2 more. The ball's going on to right center, picked up by the center fielder. 2 runs will score, and the Lady Rockets will pick up 2 more. So McGarvey picks up the single and 2-run RBI. Makes it 9-2, Lady Rockets. So 1 on now with 2 out. Check that 1 out. Headed for second, and we will steal second. So McGarvey's down at second, and we have I would call it. I missed something there, Luke. What did I miss? I must thought she had second stole. Apparently she did not. I was looking down at my sheet here. So anyway, Rockets will take the field. My apologies. As the Rockets come out leading 9-2. Waiting for Eden to come out from her position of catching. Peyton Burke will lead things off for the Oilers. So we get underway here at the bottom of the third. Check that top of the fourth. Peyton Burke to lead things off. First baseman for Oil City. Left-handed hitter. First pitch is outside. One ball, no strikes. 2-2 outside. So again, the wind picking up a little bit towards right field, but nothing has been hit in that direction that would, or that high, that would be affected by the wind. Foul ball. Strike one on Burke. Titusville picked up 2 in the first, 5 in the second, 2 in the third. Oil City 1 in the first and 1 in the third. 9-2. Lady Rockets on top. 3-1 count to Burke. Herman. Low outside. Ball 4. So Burke will take a bases on ball. Free pass. And Coach will go out and talk to the Lady Rockets for a moment. And Audrey Herman, settle things down a little bit.
Well, she's getting in the groove last inning, Jim.
Yeah, one of the things that happens when you start to get tired, I'm told, now I'm not obviously don't know what I'm talking about here, but things that I have been told about pitching the girls softball is when you start to get tired, your release point changes. And that's when you start getting a bit wild. That release point is so critical. In fact, I've been told by some people who know more about this, obviously, than me, but some pitchers of Division II levels and down, Division III and so on, that even some of the different pitches, whether it be a rising fastball or a slider or whatever, the release point changes. So there's a lot of technique involved in this whole process. Trying to bunt down third. Nice play by the Lady Rockets and almost picked her off first. Excellent play out there by McGarvey and almost picked her off at first. That's a heads-up play by a young gal. I like that.
Hey, Adam, can you just remember the 123 mark? I want to bring that up at football season when Jim said that you don't know what you're talking about. I think Steve will enjoy that clip.
Yeah. Well, they say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, so it fits him too.
He'll be heading down to States with Frank Barger Saturday.
He hopes so. He's going to district Saturday.
Or districts, that's what I mean.
Yeah, districts.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
Well, that's all right. Maybe it's swing and foul. 1-1. Might be possible that that would be coming up. Maybe you're predicting something there. Krug up for the Oilers. Hannah Krug. 1-1. Pitch down towards third. Nice stop by Campbell. Picks it up to second. Then runner's out. That's a good play. Miss Campbell with a very nice play at second. A little bit of a bobble, but was conscious enough to pick that up and flip it over to shortstop, who was right where she belonged. So that's a nice play all the way around by the Lady Rockets.
You get that glove down, keep the ball in front of you, so when that happens, you know where to quickly go to grab it.
Yeah, that was nice. Those are the kinds of fundamental things that we talk about all the time, Luke. Being head in the game, know what you're going to do. The ball comes to me, these are the options that I have. That was just a nice play. 2 out, 1 on. Foul down first baseline. As a coach, you have to be pleased with something like that. It's just fun to watch a play like that. It was a freshman to freshman play. Runner heads for second, and she gets in standing up. Crew get on the fielder's choice. Her choice is to throw the gal out at second. Campbell's. 1-1. Foul back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're at the top of the fourth. 9-2 Rockets leading, and Oil City with a runner at second. 1 ball, 2 strike count, 2 out. Audrey Herman pitching for the Lady Rockets. Been there the whole ball game. Doing a nice job. Pitching well. Foul back to the right side. Taylor getting her licks in here. Taylor Meals. Not backing down a bit. Battling off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitches inside, running for the third, to throw to third, and she's in. Nope, she's tagged out. McGarvey with the out, and that's the third out of the inning. So the end of 4.5, it's 9-2. Lady Rockets on top.
Hospital partners, Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital together provide a continuum of high-quality care across Crawford County. Both create the ultimate patient experience. Every patient, every time. Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital are more than a hospital. We are a hospital partner, a community partner, a family partner, and a health partner.
And swing and miss, strike 1 by Herman. (9-2). Lady Rockets on top here, bottom of the fourth, just getting underway. 0-1 pitch coming up. Hit down the first baseline. It's going to drop into short right field, and Audrey's going to get on. A little blooper over first. All counts as a hit. That's kind of like you're shooting in basketball here, Luke. You throw one in, bank it off, but it still looks like 2 in the paper.
Still counts, yeah.
Still counts, doesn't it? Yeah. Little blooper over first. Puts Audrey on. Smith up for the Lady Rockets. 1 on. High ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Pitch by Hanlon. Foul down the right side. 1-1. One ball, one strike here at the bottom of the fourth. Pitch. Gets away from the catcher, and that'll allow Peterson to get in standing up at second. Wild pitch. Two ball, one strike. And we're hit by a pitch. So we'll get first base on that. That puts Anna Smith on first. Brings up Lindsay Signs for the Lady Rockets. 2-1. Nobody out for the Lady Rockets. Hannon looking for the signal from the coach. Set to go. Ball's down in the dirt. Ball one. Signs kind of shortened up as though she might be bunting. Looks down to third for the coach's sign. She said, order me a McDonald's. One ball, no strikes. Wind up, and here's the delivery. Be high. Ball two. Again, shortening up the bunt, but pulled back. Two ball pitch coming in. 2-0. And that's in for his called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Titusville looking maybe to play small ball here. We'll see what the call is now with 2 balls, 1 strike. Is she going to shorten up, try to bunt him over, or is she hitting away? She's bunting, but she pulls back. High 3, ball 3. 3-1. Now, what do you do? Three and 1 pitch coming up. 2-1 for the Lady Rockets here in the bottom of the fourth. And the pitch is bunted down the first base side, and good bunt. She's out pitcher to first, but we move the 2 runners up. So Titusville plays small ball and gets both runners up with 1 out. And that will bring up Izzy Sutley. And making the announcement to the other scorer. So you have 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. You have runners at second and third, leading 9-2, and Izzy Sutley up, hitting away. It was a good bunt, good sacrifice by Signs. Swing and a miss, strike 1 by Sutley. Hanlon set to go again. 0-1 pitch. Down, it's going to be over the second baseman's head. Drop into right field. That's going to score 1. And Sutley goes to first, and the second runner is going to come through and score. Titusville is going to pick up 2. Herman and Smith both score. So 2 more for the Lady Rockets on the single by Sutley. So Sutley gets the hit and the RBI. 2 RBIs, actually. So the Rockets pick up 2 more runs here. 11-2, bottom of the fourth. Now with 1 out, we have a 1 on. Swing and a miss, strike one. Audrey Peterson up for the Lady Rockets. Left fielder. Pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two. Oh and 2 on the batter. Audrey Peterson. Sutley on first for the Rockets. Comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. So Peterson goes down for the second out. And it'll bring up catcher Eden Gray with one on. The other freshman. Wind absolutely silent here. Swing and a miss back to the fence. 0-1. Flag standing absolutely still out in center field. So wind has died down. Nice evening. No balls, one strike, 2 out here. The bottom of the fourth. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Coach says, a bit high there. I was always a sucker for the high ball. And always bailed out on the curve. I learned to be a good bailer, Luke. Just throw me that curveball. Watch my left leg. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit down third, and it will be foul. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth, runner on first for the Lady Rockets. Already have 2 runs in this inning. And the pitch, strike three. So the third out, but the Rockets come up with 2 big runs here in the bottom of the fourth. 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base. The end of 4, it's 11-2, the Lady Rockets.
Hello, Joe and Mike here from Donovan & Bauer.
We have a great selection of all Jeep models in stock and fantastic incentives right now.
With new car inventories being at an all-time low, we need your trade-in to fill our used car lot.
And don't forget, we have a great selection of used trucks.
So if you're not in the market for a new or used car right now, and you just want to sell the one you're currently driving, stop up and see us at Donovan & Bauer on the Hightown Road in Titusville.
Tired of waiting days to get tires? At Big G Tire and Auto, most of the time they can have your tires ordered and delivered within the same day. Randy knows tires, but did you know Big G can also handle state inspections? In fact, if you purchased a vehicle at Donovan & Bauer Auto Group, your free state inspections will be honored at Big G. They'll also gladly inspect your vehicle if you purchased it elsewhere. For rust-averted undercoating, state inspections, and most name brand tires, Big G Tire and Auto can handle it all on the Hightown Road in Titusville.
All set to go, top of the fifth as Jackson steps in for Oil City. Oil City down 11-2 to the Lady Rockets. Harmon's first pitch is ball inside. Jackson is listed here as a junior, Alicia Jackson. Ashia Jackson, A-S-H-I-A. Ashia Jackson. Top of the fifth inning here at Ed Myer Complex. Lady Rockets up by 9. Inside ball 2. Pitch, swing and a miss. Strike one, 2 balls, 1 strike. Doesn't look like Herman's lost too much of her speed. A little bit of control from time to time, but speed still seems to be there. Nice pitch back up the middle. Picked up by Campbell and unable to make the play. Inside, infield single for Jackson. Herman almost got her hands on that. Had she done that, I'm sure she'd have been able to throw her out, but Campbell got to it. But by the time she did in behind the pitcher's mound, it was too late. So runner on first for Oil City with nobody out. Brings up Hoovler. Starting pitcher for Oil City. Down into short. From short to second. And the ball's overthrown. And now they're going to get her at third to McGarvey. And the bad throw. And the runners both move up. So a little bit of a miscue there by Titusville. And both runners move up. So that'll put Oil City with 2 on. And let's get Titusville with 2 errors on the throw. Made the right play, just didn't make the right throw. Lady Rockets. And so Oil City for the first time, no outs with 2 on, second and third. Top of the 5th. Strike one. And the Rockets. Catcher winner up for Oil City. Down to first. The ball's dropped at first. It picks up, steps on the bag. 1 run will score. The only problem with dropping that by Wynn was run scored, but not a critical situation. Runner moves over to third. So she's out 3 unassisted for the first, 3 unassisted for the first out of the inning. Still a runner at third. Harmon's pitch, strike one. Handling up the pitcher for Oil City. Struck out in the first, walked in the third. Strike two. 0-2. So 1 run in for Oil City on the air. Pitch high, back to the screen, and a second run. Hanlon will score on a pass ball. Three errors in the inning for Titusville. 2 runs in for Oil City. 11-4. Harmon with a 1-2 count. Swing and miss, strike 3. So that's 2 down. Two down here in the top of the 5th. 11-4 Titusville. Pretty well played game by the Lady Rockets. McGarvey moves the outside, back to the pitcher. And this time over to Wynn, first base. Retire the side. So in the end of the inning, it is 2 runs on 2 hits and 3 errors by Titusville, allowing those runs to score. End of bottom of the 5th, going into the bottom of the 5th, 11-4 Titusville.
Whoever said,
"It's only a dog,"
never loved a dog. Our philosophy is simple. We treat every dog as if it were our own, and believe us, we spoil our dogs. When dogs are comfortable, they're happy. The The Barking Lot in Titusville is ready to make your dog happy by offering grooming services, daycare, and boarding. Call today to schedule an appointment, or better yet, stop in and discover a stranger, crazier, quirkier group of dog lovers at the Barking Lot in Titusville.
Back to the Ed Myer Complex. We're getting ready for the bottom half of the 5th inning. 11-4. Lady Rockets on top. Couple of errors last inning, allowed runs to score, but the ball was well played. The throws were a little off, but the thing that as a coach you look for, especially when you have freshmen involved, and that's who it was, a couple of freshman gals, excuse me, they made the right play. They know the game, they know what they're doing, they know where the ball's supposed to be, and you're going to throw it away once in a while when you're learning. So rather than focus in on the mistakes, you look at what they did well with the ball. The rest will come for them as they get older, and but just to know and understand the game well enough to know where to go with the ball in that particular situation, and they did, and they made the right plays. That's always encouraging. We get set to go here at the bottom of the 5th, leading 7-4. Bree Wynn will lead things off, top of the order for the Lady Rockets. Excuse me. First baseman for the Lady Rockets. Bree's a good athlete. If you haven't watched her throughout the season, school year, get a chance next year to come out and watch her play. She's a good all-around athlete for the Lady Rockets. Ball 1. Only a sophomore. Hanlon still on the mound for Oil City. 1-0 pitch. Fouled off left side. 1-1. One and one count with Bree Wynn at the plate for the Lady Rockets. Two balls and a strike. Bree is 1 for 3 so far today, scored a run. Back to the pitcher, into the shortstop, and nobody's going to pick it up. It's going to be an infield hit for Bree. Be generous. So that put one on for the Lady Rockets as Hannah Peterson comes up. Jackson tried to make a play in that ball, was unable to pick it up in time to get Bree at first. Tried to bunt down first, fouled off. Win back at first on the foul ball.
I mentioned earlier, Jim, the fields just look terrific. We did baseball a couple weeks ago, and a lot of work has gone into both the baseball and softball fields. The scoreboards look fantastic. Not that they are new this year, but it just looks really nice down here.
Ball outside, 1-1. Yeah, they put some time on this. I haven't seen the baseball field, but I know we mentioned earlier in the game, Luke, how nice this field has been done. They worked it up, and pitch hit down to short. Jackson over to second, and not in time as Wynn beats the throw. Try to go 6-4, but Wynn able to beat it out, and so Titusville will put runners at first and second on the fielder's choice. It takes a lot of time. Whoever's involved in the taking charge of the field, the maintenance crew. And pitch, good bunt down the pitcher, and she picks up, goes to first, out at first, but moves both runners up. So good sacrifice. Both runners move up.
Rocket's been doing really well today on that offensive play.
Well, again, I keep saying this, and one of the things I like about what I'm seeing with this ball club is fundamental, and the game's being played proper. They're making the right plays. They're laying the bunt down when they need to. They're advancing the runners. They're getting the key hits when they did, and I think Audrey Herman has pitched very well. When she's got in a little bit of trouble, she just settled down and got right back into her groove, and pitch is outside, ball one. In fact, speaking of Audrey Herman, she's up at the plate right now. She's had a pretty good day. She scored 3 runs. Been on base each time. A couple doubles. Ball one. Count. Nice pitch. Outside corner. 1-1. So yeah, when you look at the overall game and what I've seen of the team today, you have to like it. You have to like the future. Coaching has done a good job. Kids seem to be well disciplined and well tooled. 2 balls, 1 strike inside. They understand the game. They know the concepts. They know what they're supposed to be doing with the ball, what's up next. All those kinds of things that you look for in a young team. 2 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 5th. Pitch fouled back, out of play. Boy, I think Audrey'd like to have that one back. She had she had her eyes on that one all the way to the plate. 2-2. Count with the Rockets with 2 on. Pitch by Hanlon. Driven out into center field. It's going to drive in 2. Center field picks up. It's going to come home with the ball. And she slides in safe. Took a good slide to get there, but she got her done. So the Rockets pick up 2 runs on a single by Harmon. Harmon picks up the RBI. So they get back to 2 they gave up in the 5th. Titusville's making some changes here. See if we can pick them up as we go along. Anna Smith will be the batter. Then we have Sydney Rose going out to run at first base. Pitch is high, ball 1. Anna Smith's had a good ball game today. Been on twice, scored 1 run. 1-0 pitch. Bounce back towards the mound, going to go to second. Going to caught in a run down, and the runner will be tagged out. No fielder's choice. Two unassisted, so we'll have 2 outs in the inning as we move along. That will put Anna Smith on first. Hanlon. Ball's fouled back over our head. Lindsay Signs. Had a good sacrifice last time up. No ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Pitch is high. 13-4. Rockets on top. Winner, the catcher for Oil City's played well today. Hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. If I'm not, I apologize. Pitch is inside.
Yeah, it's Winner.
Winner?
Yep.
Okay. It's actually spring, isn't it? Oh, I'm sorry, Luke.
Feels like summer today.
Wait, yeah. I hope it's an indicator. Yeah, but Winner has played well behind the plate for Oil City. Foul down the right side. 2-2. Twos across the board. 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 outs. But just 1 runner. Bottom of the 5th. Oh, driven down the left side, foul. He got all of that one. Into the left corner, unfortunately, about 10 feet foul.
Coach is smiling.
I don't know about you. I was never a good hitter. As I've told you, I bail out and all that. I remember one time playing down where the middle school is now. It used to be our baseball field. And I hit one that was up above my head, and I'm 6'5". You talk about a high ball. There's one there. It's high. Full count now. But I got a hold of it and hit it to the dike. I never lived it down. Coach said, anytime that ball's up around your eyeballs, you hit that sucker. It's the only time I could hit the ball the whole season.
Did you get the game ball that time?
No, they caught it. I was out. Why they played me that deep, it was ball 4. Why they played me that deep to catch that ball, I don't know. But so Titusville now will have 2 on with 2 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Foul down the right side. Izzy Sutley at the plate for the Lady Rockets. She's had a little bit of an impact in the game today. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th, 13-4. Rockets on top. Beautiful day in Pennsylvania. Oh, another foul down the right side. Be 0-2. Did you ever play with aluminum bats, Luke? Were they in when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Were they? We didn't have one. In fact, we had to make our own. We used to go out and cut trees down.
Did you? No, keep talking.
Ooh, that's outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Those are your mom's beach baskets too for basketball, right?
Yeah, Mr. Naismith and so on. Actually, we did try to make some. The neighbor across the street had a wood shop. Good pitch, good hit down towards second, right through the wickets, out into left center field, and the Rockets will hold everybody up. And Titusville will have bases loaded with 2 outs. And that will bring up to the plate, I believe, Strawbridge. So who's standing there? Sydney Strawbridge. So the bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th, 13-4 Titusville. And we'll see what Sydney can do. Her first up today. Foul down the right side. She's swinging a bat. One of the things that's always seemed to me to be difficult to coach is hitting. Everybody seems to have a little different idea on what you do to hit a ball, especially in softball. I've seen kids with different positions. Foul ball, back, no ball, 2 strikes. Do you stand up into the plate? Do you stand back? Even in baseball, you know, if the guy's throwing a lot of curves and stuff, do you try to catch it before it breaks? Or people just coach you differently. And
it's got to be challenging, Jim, because your high school coach is probably different from your travel coach, is different from your just rec coaches.
Yes. Then you go home for supper, and Dad has a whole different idea.
Yeah, if you even make it, it might be in the car before he's running through, or Mom.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, you know, but there's just so many thoughts on it. It's like shooting a basketball. There's been different ideas on shooting basketball. Do you change a person who has an ugly-looking shot to try to improve it when he's young? Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll retire the side. So the Rockets will pick up a couple, but they leave 3 stranded at the end of the 5th. So going into the top of the 6th, 13-4, Titusville on top. 6th inning coming up.
Your Armstrong services are more important than ever. There are more and more connected devices in the home these days. To get the most out of your experience, you need a network that is always getting better. You deserve superior performance, and that's what Armstrong offers every day. Whether you're working from home, enjoying your favorite content together, or simply catching up while apart, count on Armstrong to keep you connected to what matters most.
We were talking about making bats and so on. You notice the change, and I'm talking about baseball now, of course, but in the change, they used to be always oak. And how many maple ball bats are now, and how many bats are breaking over the past several years?
Yeah.
Flying into the stands in pieces, partly because they're out of that maple wood, and they just the grain of the bat, if it's not quite right, will splinter and fly away.
If I'm not mistaken, Rob Buchan has been making baseball bats for a handful of years up in Pleasantville, and they're beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's quite a technique. I would think there'd be a lot to it in terms of structure. But set to go here, top of the 6th, Oil City up. Titusville leading 13-4. Herman. First pitch, strike 1. Hoovler, I believe, is up for the Oilers. Leading off the 6th. Two balls, no strikes. Towards third, picked up by Short. Nice throw. Oh, just off the right side, overthrows first, and Hoovler will get into second, standing up. There again, a great pickup out there by Peterson at Titusville. The throw was just offline, and Wynn couldn't come up with it. So it'll be E6 for Titusville, but put a runner on second for Oil City. With nobody out. Herman, foul back. Martini back up the plate for Oil City.
We go for some hot dogs and some Cracker Jacks about now.
Yeah. Don't start talking supper, I'm hungry. 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. One and one pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Oil City with a runner down on second. Just starting the 6th inning.
Herman to the outside. That was good placement. Right where catcher set up for the outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runner on second. Herman's pitched well tonight. I enjoyed watching her throw. High, ball 3. Full count now. So Oil City trying to get something going here on top of the 6th. And they line down first. Oh, foul ball. Just foul. Just foul.
Just a couple of bats left for Oil City, trying to make some headway here.
It's the first I've seen the pitch popped up. It's going to go out of play. That's the first time I've seen Sydney Green out in right field throw the ball. I'll have to check here just for the fun of it to see. Now she's a junior, but again, throws the ball well. Future looking good for this girls team, I think. Herman's pitch back to the pitcher's mound, holds the runner to first, and 1 out. Runner does move up now to third, but she gets the out. Brings up Hanlon, I believe. Let me check and see if my numbers are right here. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. No, Krug, I'm sorry. Should be Krug, it is, yes. Foul ball. Strike 2. Drive down into right center field. That's going to go almost into the gap, but it'll drive 1 run in and a long single for Krug. So they pick up a run. Bring up Taylor Meals with 1 down here. 1 on for Oil City. Throw to second is going to be late, and Krug will steal second. Taylor Meals at bat for Oil City. 1 out here, top of the 6th. 1 run in for Oil City. Pitch. Bunt, missed, foul, back. 1-1. That time the bunt is good. Pitcher to first. Nice play by Wynn. Coming home with the ball, and dropped the ball. Run will score, but they got the 1 out. Got Meals. That will bring up Jackson. So 2 runs in for Oil City here this inning.
Jimmy, know these umps have been busy this spring. If you have any interest in being a PIAA official for any sport, just go to their website to learn more. It's going to be interesting this spring. I think this fall. I think you're going to see football games Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
And that's all because of officiating.
Yep.
Oh, nice pitch. Ball actually looked like it moved a lot. Yes, that's true of all sports, not just football, as you mentioned. And you younger folks, men and women who like a certain sport, go out and onto the website, PIAA, and nice pitch. Strike three, that's third out. And see if there's not something there that would interest you, that you could help out with athletics on the high school level. Going to the bottom of the sixth, 13-6. Titusville on top. And,
well, Oil City picked up a couple runs there, Jim.
Yeah, they got 2 runs on 2 hits, two errors. So they're battling, and that's good. We go to the bottom of the sixth, making some changes here, I believe, are the Lady Rockets. And see what they do in the batting order. Anything to confuse an old person. That would be Luke, or not Luke, I mean Adam down there I'm talking about. Can a cameraman get confused?
I'm looking out in the outfield. Sam's running the camera out there, and he's got quite a crew in the back of his truck. They're roasting hot dogs or anything back there.
Did you charge for seats out there, Sam? Attaboy, way to be there. Nothing free in this world, Sam. Don't let them forget that. It's probably his brothers he's charging too.
He would do that. His younger one celebrates a birthday today, so you better be nice.
Is that right? They're not very young anymore. I saw some pictures of your family on Facebook, and either they're getting old or I'm getting old, or maybe together we're growing old. I don't know which, but some of the pictures of the younger one there in the studio from years ago, and just don't fit him today. He's just gotten very old. You look old, son.
But I'll tell you, Jim, this is nice. Life is so busy for a lot of people, but just to take a couple hours in a beautiful afternoon and watch some great softball, nothing beats it.
Well, we've said right along for quite a while, Luke, that all the sports we watch is the best sports to watch is high school. It's a lot of fun to watch high school sports. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Is Hanlon pitching for Oil City. See how badly I have my score sheet mixed up here. Gray is up for the Lady Rockets, I believe. Leading off the bottom of the sixth, ball 2. Eden Gray, catcher. Does a good job behind the plate. Another freshman. 2-0 pitch. Inside.
Ooh.
Nope. Too much inside. Caught her on the ankles. Hit by pitch. That'll send Eden down to first. And that brings the top of the order. Brianna Wynn will be stepping in, choking up a bit on the bat. See whether or not coach is going to have her bunting across. Oh, she's going to be hitting away. Ball high. I think Brianna would be one of those that the track coaches are saying, wish we didn't have softball. She's very athletic and quick, and outside ball 2, and now the runner goes down, and the throw is in time, and she'll be out at second. Good job. 2-4, and out at second.
This is a lot about our young athletes, Jim, where you could put them in a different sport and know that they would do well.
Yeah. Pitch high. Ball 3. Yeah, that's very true, Luke. And See what Bree does now with a 3-0 count. Nobody on, 1 out. She takes ball 4. So Bree gets the walk. Gets down to first. And that brings up Hannah Peterson for the Lady Rockets. Hannah has scored 3 runs today. Been on base. Pitch is high, comes to the backstop, and Brianna will go down to second. We've got to change a catcher here. I'll get a number, I believe, for Oil City. One ball, no strikes. Bottom of the 6th, 13-6. Status on top. Swing and a miss. Check that swing and a foul back. Hannah Peterson, another freshman for the ladies. Hanlon pitches. Called strike. One ball, 2 strikes. The other thing I noticed about, actually both teams, but Titusville specifically, foul back. And that's just an example of it there, how aggressive they are at the plate, Luke. They're not afraid to swing the bat. Standing right in there, getting their cuts. Stays 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner on second. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch is on the inside. Misses the corner. 2-2. Oh, line down third, fair ball down the left field line. That's going to score 1. Hannah goes around first and stand up double. Good batting, good hitting. So the Rockets pick up 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Stand up double for Peterson. Pitch inside, ball 1. Riley McGarvery, third baseman for Lady Rockets. And a good one. Has no trouble getting that ball across the third to first. Has a good arm. Fouls that pitch off, 1-1. 14-6, bottom of the 6th. Rockets up. Led all the way here since the first inning. Ball up the middle. Picked up by Jackson over to first, and the runner is out. Good play by Jackson. McGarvey out 6-1. And that'll be the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Audrey Herman, who's also had a good day at the plate. Scored 3 runs. 2 out, bottom of the 6th. Inside corner, good pitch. Lady Rockets with the runner at third. And 2 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Ball's up the middle. It's going to get through for a base hit, bring in 1 run. And Peterson, check that, Hannah, Audrey Herman. Geez, I'll get it right one of these days, folks. We'll get another RBI. as Anna Smith comes up. Sydney Strawbridge will run for Herman. Anna Smith with 2 outs. Pitch is going to be back to the backstop. Catcher down to second. And Strawbridge will get in. One ball, no strikes. Hanlon delivers. Foul ball down the third baseline. One and one. Strawbridge second. Here's the pitch. Foul back. Out of play. Nice catch, Luke.
Thank you.
You get a foul ball here. Can you run home with it?
Actually, I had one a couple years ago. Fiorello and I were doing a game. Popped right up and.
Yeah, Fiorello caught it for you probably. Hanlon delivers. Foul back on the screen.
Actually,
here.
I have the tape of it, so
I have to see the tape. Did you catch it?
Yeah.
And Mike just let it go, or did he have something to say?
No, he had something to say.
I can't believe Mike had anything to say. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Bottom of the 6th. Oh, good pitch. Strike 3, and that will end the inning. End of 6. It's 15-6. The Lady Rockets on top.
Community Connect Federal Credit Union is here for you. In a world of uncertainty, isn't it nice to know some things haven't changed? Like Community Connect's commitment to their members and community. We are here to help you save, plan, invest, grow, and sometimes move forward into new opportunities or adventures. Community Connect FCU has many options available, and becoming a member is pretty easy. Stop in, call, or visit our website at communityconnectfcu.com and click Join to get started. Community Connect Federal Credit Union, 1050 East Spring Street, Titusville.
Whether you're looking to buy or sell a house, land, farm, or commercial property in and around Titusville, Franklin, Oil City, and surrounding areas, you've come to the right place. ShagoRealEstate.com. 25 plus years of real estate sales meets state-of-the-art technology. We use 3D imaging to produce 3D virtual tours used on social media and MLS virtual tour links. And we're also a U-Haul neighborhood dealer. We're Shago Real Estate LLC.
Well, I'm just sitting here basking in the sunlight. And we go to the top of the 7th, 15-6, 3 outs away from ending this as the top of the order comes up for the Oilers. Lizzie Hanlon pitches outside, ball 1. Again, what a beautiful day for baseball, softball, to be outside. And it appears from the weather report, Luke, we're going to have a few more like this for a while.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Oh, yeah. Got the outside corner, strike 1, 1-1.
Rockets would like to wrap things up here. Oilers would like to
Keep
not
it
let
going.
that happen, yeah.
Foul ball down the left field line. Thought we just might get that one out there with Peterson, but just out of her reach. Good effort. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This Hanlon plays well. This young gal is batting right now. She pitched well. Hoovler, and I thought she threw well at the very beginning of the game. We got to her a little bit, but she threw the ball well. Very competitive. Ball. 2-2. Fact of the matter is, you look at the whole overall ball game, Oil City, even being down as they are, they come up swinging.
Yeah.
They haven't backed away. Strike 3. And Hooliger's down for the first out of the 7th. But they come up with the intent of hitting the ball, getting something going. They're not intimidated at all. Warner comes up. Catcher. Audrey Harmon pitching all the way for the Lady Rockets, inside ball 1. I don't remember her in basketball or swimming, do you?
Yes.
The pitch. Which one? 1-0. Foul down the right field line. Which sport do you remember in? I know, I can put you on the spot here.
Yeah, let me get back to you.
I'm trying to remember. She looks very athletic. She throws the ball well. Pop up. And nice job out in short as Hannah Peterson makes the play. 2 down. And that brings up Hanlon, who's currently the pitcher. She's done well coming in relief. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th, 15-6 Lady Rockets. Still a nice group of people out the fence watching this ball game. Low ball 1. Swing and miss. Strike 1. Again, I mentioned a couple innings ago, I've watched Herman this whole ball game, and even the times that she got a little bit of trouble, maybe some errors and something, but she buckled right down. Concentration got right back, and she's throwing just about as hard now as she was at the beginning. Ground ball towards short, picked up at short, throw to first.
What a play!
Runs out. Nice play by Peterson, and that will end the game. 6-1 is the final out of the game, and the Lady Rockets pick up the game 15-6. What a good ball game for the Lady Rockets. We'll wrap it up here.
We'll just stay here, Jim.
We'll just stay here.
Yeah, real quick. I think they might be doing a senior night thing here, so we'll capture that real quick. And if not, I just talked to her, Audrey's father, John. We saw her in the marching band back in the fall, and she works at Warner's Bakery. Where I got confused is a lot of these kids have grown up with my kids, so they've done soccer and basketball and swimming and all sorts of things growing up. And
okay. Yeah, well, and we talk about activities. That's one we left out here tonight is marching band.
Yeah.
And the things that do, you talk about going to different camps throughout the summer. Those kids are playing and practicing all the time. So 15-6 the final score here. Titusville picks up a win and played really well. Congratulations to the Lady Rockers. I thought they played really well. I'm glad we had a chance to do this ball game and see them. And I'm excited to watch them here in the coming years. They've got some young kids coming up. They're well schooled. They know what they're doing. They hit the ball well. They know where to throw the ball. Just little things are going to make them a really good ball club as they mature. 5 freshmen starting here today.
And not to mention new coaches in the last couple years. So
yeah,
it's a program that's certainly has gone through some change, and we look forward to seeing what happens over the next several years.
I'm looking on my list here, Luke, and according to what I have on my list, the only senior is Lindsay Sines. Am I right about that? I'd have to do some checking to make sure I'm correct about that. But we'll see here in a second. My roster that I got in front of me tells me that we had one.
That should
senior.
be right, yeah.
Yeah, Lindsay. And they're going to present. We'll see if we can pick up this whole process.
Well, both teams, Jim, struggled this season, but you look at them, they both came out and gave 110%. That's how you want to.
You're exactly right. You can't take anything away from Oil City. They, like we said a little bit ago, they hung right in there. They were ready to play. And again, they know what they're doing. They know where to make the play. They come out swinging. They got beat today. I think the better team won today, and so yeah, it's quite good. So trying to get the gals lined up here for this presentation to Lindsay Signs is our senior. There again, we talk about the youth of this team. One senior out of this whole ball club. Just tremendous. And we don't have a mic. We can't pick up, I'm sure. We'll see if we can at least listen in on my mic here, Luke.
We could use an intelligence specialist for our broadcast, Jim.
Yeah, maybe the Navy can give her up to us. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to senior Lindsay Signs as she's honored here this evening. And also our congratulations to the coaching staff of Titusville. Again, it's the first time we've seen the Lady Rockets this year, but well schooled, well played this year. And we're going to look forward to seeing them in the future. They're going to be a really good ball club as they go along.
Jim, it's been a lot of fun. It's been great being out here on a beautiful late afternoon, early evening. Rockets picking up a win tonight over the Oil City Oilers, the final 15-6. And we'll get this shot here, Adam, before we wrap things up. That's always tough, saying goodbye to your home field or home court. Or
yeah, it is. And it's nice that they recognize them. It's nice that they recognize the Oil City seniors here this evening too. And but yeah, it looks like a little bit of a gift basket the team has put together for Lindsay. And don't miss her. She's a good ball player. She did very well. And as I said, my congratulations too to the coaching staff. Really appreciate what they've done and the way this ball club looks. I'm going to be excited to watch them over the next several years. There's some good young athletes out here, folks. And but hope you take time. I don't know about this season, but maybe next summer and come out here and watch these gals play. They're a good ball club.
Yeah, I think Lady Rockets are in action tomorrow or Thursday. So if you want to come down and watch them,
yeah.
Still a chance to get down here. And I'm not sure about the Oilers. They have any more game scheduled for this season, but again, support the Oilers. And the Oilers have had just an outstanding athletic season all around, from football through basketball. So great program there. All right, that's going to do it for us. Rockets over the Lady Oilers 15-6. We want to thank our sponsors for allowing us to be here. They include Anderson Physical Therapy, The Barking Lot, Interstate Pipe and Supply, Armstrong, Oil Creek Plastics, Community Connect Federal Credit Union, Dr. Timothy Brooks, State Farm Insurance, the Meadville Medical Center, Titusville Area Hospital, Donovan and Bauer Auto Group, Wagner's Gun Tech, Hilltop Discount Grocery, Titusville Market Square, Big G Tire and Auto, and by Shago Real Estate.